Fear. Fear. What really is fear? Because when we were children, we weren't afraid of crap. I feel like when we were kids, we didn't really get scared of things as easily. We didn't fear doing what we wanted to do. We didn't fear coming up with ideas. We didn't fear speaking in front of a classroom. We didn't fear doing whatever we wanted to do. But then there's just this one moment as you start to get older where things start to get a little scary. You start to not want to talk in front of people. You start to get anxiety when you want to say things or do things that pertain to who you are, pertain to whatever you want to do or be. We get afraid that things are going to happen to us if we be ourselves. Where the hell did fear come from, and why do we care so much? Why is fear controlling everything in our life? Why is fear controlling everything that comes in our way? When we were younger, fear didn't exist. We didn't know what it was. We were able to look at things and say, I wonder what this does. We were able to walk up to stoves, and it might have not been the smartest thing, but even when I was a kid, I said, I wonder what's up with that flame, and I touched it and I burnt myself, and then I'm like, oh man, now I'm afraid to touch the flame. So fear sometimes is not a bad thing. And I think we learn over time that fear can be a good thing. Fear is within us to warn us about things sometimes. Fear is within us to make sure that we're safe at times. But it's a bad thing when fear starts to control what you do, because a lot of times fear can actually control how you move, who you interact with, and who you are as a damn person in life. Fear can hold you from being one person or being another person. Fear can hold you from taking that job. Fear can hold you from applying to that job. Fear can hold you from posting a YouTube video. Fear can hold you from becoming that musician, becoming that actor, becoming that person that you've always wanted to be. So why do we let fear control us so much? Because a lot of the times we don't even want it. A lot of the times we're like, I don't want to be afraid of this. I don't want to be afraid of that. So why do we allow ourselves to be afraid? Why do we allow ourselves to have fear control everything in our life? Fear is just false evidence appearing real. Because a lot of the times when we're afraid of things that we don't really know anything about. Because of that, we develop anxiety. And anxiety is also not a bad thing. Anxiety is just a smoke alarm going off in the house telling us that something is wrong. When we have fear about things, when we are afraid to do things in our life, we need to remember that there's nothing wrong with it. And I think that's a big misconception that we have. We say fear is a bad thing. Fear is so negative. Fear is something that I don't want. Okay, I understand you don't want fear, but fear isn't necessarily a bad thing, because if we didn't have fear, we wouldn't be able to protect ourselves from certain things. I'm afraid of a bear charging at me, and I better be afraid of a bear charging at me, because mentally, that is a defense mechanism, because if I'm not afraid, then I'm gonna just be standing there like this and the bear's gonna attack me. Fear can be used to our benefit sometimes, but we can't allow fear to hold us back. How many times have you wanted to do something in your life? Let's just say you wanted to be a content creator. Let's just say you wanted to be a teacher. Let's just say you wanted to make music, and somebody implemented their own fear into your head. They said, oh, well, I don't believe that that's possible. And then you said, whoa, maybe it's not possible. Maybe I can't do what I want to do. Maybe I can't be the person that I want to be. How many times have you let what other people think determine how you move? How many times have you let what somebody else's feelings about something change how you feel about something? You see, a lot of the times fear isn't our own fear. It isn't our own ideas or concepts. It's things that other people have put into us. But what people think of us and what people think of how we feel about things is projection. They project what's going on inside of them, and it's speculation. They speculate based off what they already know. But the only person who knows truly how things are for you, the only person who knows truly how things may possibly work out for you, and even you don't know that, is yourself. So why do you let fear control you? Why do you let what other people's ideas and how other people feel about what's going to happen in your life, why do you let that determine what you're going to do? I've let it determine what I'm going to do sometimes. I've let fear of things not working out prevent me from doing things. I've let fear prevent me from becoming the person that I want to be. But when you let fear control what you want to do, when you let fear control who you want to be, when you let fear control everything in your life, you're not in control. And we don't like to not be in control. We don't realize that every single time that you allow your fear and you allow things in your life to dictate how you move, you're not in control. Why are you allowing fear? Why are you allowing what's up in your head control you? We let fear stop us from becoming the people who we want to be. We let fear stop us from doing the things that we know we're capable of doing. We let other people's fear of what's possible stop us from doing what we know is possible. I'm not really sure why we always allow things to control our output, to control what we do, to control who we are. But one thing that you can't any longer allow to control your life is fear. False evidence appearing real. What evidence do you have that the fear that you're having in your life, what evidence do you have that whatever you're afraid of is gonna hurt you? You have a fear of applying for a job. Why? Because if I don't get the job, then I'm gonna be upset. Okay, well, let's just say that that's the actual outcome, that you don't get the job. Will your life still go on? Will things still work out in your life? You can't tell me no, because you also don't know what's gonna come in the future. So regardless of if you do something or not, you don't know what the outcome is gonna be, because we can't predict the future. So why are you gonna let fear stop you from doing the thing in the first place? We can't let fear halt us from doing what we wanna do in the first place, because at the end of the day, we don't know the outcome either way. So you might as well just go for it. You might as well just do it. You might as well just put yourself out there. You might as well just go and make that YouTube video. You might as well just go and make that music. You might as well just go and apply for that job. You might as well just go and become the actor. Become the person you want to be. Why are you going to let fear stop you? Regardless of if you're afraid of something or not, you don't know what's going to happen in the future. You can't predict the future. You can't predict what's going to happen in your life. So you better not let fear stop you from doing what you want to do. Fear is false evidence appearing real, and we never have any evidence that something is truly going to happen in our lives in the future. So don't let fear stop you. Don't let fear control what you want to do in your life. Don't let fear hold you back. Because at the end of the day, even fear can't truly hold you back. The only thing that can really hold you back is yourself.